West, a world-famous Miami Beach, as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's go!
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Second down. Here's Mostert again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That result, really no surprise. It's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Dolphins had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. And a loose football. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. I'm not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Here's Mostert. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Downing. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on second down. Downing. Austin is there and brings in another one. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw. Downing. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Shot 17.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here we go.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Here's Hardman to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Off play action. Downing. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Downing. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Downing. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off 48-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The final shot before break. Downing. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Downing. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10. Downing. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Downing. This one finds Austin out right. Touchdown! Calvin Austin his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tua now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tua now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Downing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down. Downing. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Mahomes firing complete, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Play action. Now it's Tua. Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Downing finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Downing. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback, put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 games of save.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. To his throw, caught by his receiver Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to pass. Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. To throw from his end zone. Downing. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Downing. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw on 2nd down. Downing. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise,
he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they there he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw. Downing. And this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And a completion to Wilson. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Room here to run. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Downing. And it's caught. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Downing. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Kansas City, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, they dropped below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.